Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your a weekly reading for Leo. See what's going on with you, Leo. This could be any aspect of your life. Take it how it best resonates. Leo, what is it Leo needs to know? All right. Oh, that's interesting because Aries got this card. Not in this placement, but yeah, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo. Let's have a look at, yeah, got someone trying to figure something out here. Somebody can't figure someone out. Someone's feeling a little insecure. All isn't what it seems. Yeah, this is somebody here. It's about someone detaching from a situation. And I do think it's someone here who, and I do feel, this is about the start of something new. So someone's trying to figure something out. We'll see what that's all about. Seven of Swords can be a lot of different things. Let's have a look at the Two of Cups. Yeah, somebody's trying to figure something out here. Ooh, who you're focused on. Somebody wants to know who you're focused on, Leo. And if you are a masculine, you have someone here who's kind of changed their focus. But yeah, it's the Princess of Wands. It's somebody who's generally very positive, happy. Often it's a communication. It could be someone flirting. But we shall see. To me, it looks like someone who's focused changed their focus. Yeah, someone here, someone on online dating, social media in the community. So someone here is focused on something else. It could be friends or family. But the Empress is open. So this shows the start of something new. So this person, someone here is trying to figure something out. Some of you may feel someone here's up to something a little sneaky. And it could be yourself where you've changed your focus from someone who's a little detached. Yeah. I see that in the Aries read, which is interesting. But this is someone who's now focused on something else. And I do see it's about two people coming together. Yeah, someone's trying, and I think it's somebody here who's trying to figure out what someone's focused on. Yeah, no, we have a King of Wands coming in. Yeah, this is someone here who... Now, let's have a look. Why is the Seven of Swords here? I think some of you have a person who's emotionally detached. I do feel that all isn't what it seems, though, because we have someone here, again, with an energy of trying to figure something out. Let's have a look at the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so there's been some hurt and heartache. So it's often this is someone trying to figure out how to fix a situation, but there could have been a third party. And it could be why you've changed your focus. But yeah, there's definitely been some hurt and heartache, but yet we have an Empress who's open. Now, the Empress is often kind, compassionate, forgiving. It depends on the situation. But I feel this is yourself just being open. Okay, changing your focus, maybe getting out, being more social, or just focusing on friends or family. But I do see a friend of a friend energy, so that's why I feel there's something going on. What does this King of Wands want? What do they want? It could be them detaching from someone too. Yeah, this is somebody no longer talking to someone, no longer giving. But it's also somebody reaching out. Yeah, what someone's focused on. Yeah, I feel some of you aren't talking to someone, you're not giving. You maybe did shower a little abundance on someone and they didn't reciprocate. Because someone here is kind of detached, or they're detaching from another situation. See, to me, it's often someone who's trying to detach from another situation. But it has to do with someone needing to fix something or figure something out. There's a little insecurity. Someone's feeling a little insecure. Yeah, but it's also, like I say, it's cerebral. It's someone thinking. They're looking at the facts of the situation, trying to figure it out. It's someone who's determined to win. So if you have detached from someone and you've changed your focus, yeah, it's likely this person who is emotionally unavailable. The Page of Pentacles is often an energy of someone. It's a prince, actually, but because there is masculine and feminine. So this is a masculine detaching, no longer giving to someone. They may reach out to you. See, this is the energy. So, but if you reached out and someone didn't reciprocate, you're changing your focus. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I do feel there's been a little bit of confusion, illusion, things that are unknown. Someone's confused. They're just trying to figure something out. Who you're focused on, what you're up to. And it could have been someone who hurt you. They didn't reciprocate. It could have been hurt feelings or just a lot of confusion. I mean, the moon is confusion, illusion, delusion, whatever it may be. But I'm feeling confusion because someone's trying to figure somebody out here. Yeah, I do feel there's the start of something new coming in here. And I think some of you have that. You're focused on it. Someone in your social circle, online dating. Tell me about fertility, the Empress. Whoops. Why is the Empress here? Yeah, see, you're about to receive. So there is somebody going to reach out. I feel some of you have somebody here who wouldn't make a commitment, someone who doesn't follow through. This is why I feel like you're no longer talking, you're not reaching out. And if you are the person who showered abundance on this person, they didn't reciprocate, you've changed your focus regardless. But yeah, and it's somebody trying to figure out who you're focused on and what you're up to. May have been a third party or someone who hurt you. Yeah, but it's someone who often trying to fix a situation. Yeah, I feel it's just a little bit, like I say, a little sneaky, something sketchy going on. So I feel like you're just focusing on something else. You might even be just focusing on you, your friends, your family. But it's interesting. It's an energy of someone who's in possibly the same social circle. But there's that Pentacle. Someone's coming in to make some sort of a commitment. Somebody wants to get together. They want to talk. Yeah, I think the feelings are probably mutual, but you can see someone releasing something that isn't meant to be and letting it go. I think you got a person who's insecure. They feel you're out of their league. Someone feels like you're out of their league, and maybe you feel that way and you've just changed your focus. But yeah, I do see the Seven of Swords, confusion. Yeah. Someone here is definitely going deep within their emotions, though. There could be someone here who was keeping a secret, too. You may have had someone who was keeping a secret, but it's interesting because there's a mystery. See, someone here is trying to solve a mystery. They're trying to figure something out. So but there's the Pentacle. So I feel some of you it's either a person who's insecure. See, they feel like it's not meant to be, and you may be doing that. It's just not meant to be. It is what it is. I'm just going to let it go. Focus change, yeah. Everybody knows if something becomes too confusing, or you feel like you're going to be hurt, or you just can't put your finger on it, it's often not in your best interest. So I do feel like you have someone here you're leaving behind. It's not in your best interest. But yet we have two people going to come together where the feelings may be mutual. Because I do see friends of friends and mutual friends. So yeah. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, interesting. So this is about being emotionally available. See, some of you have, people know you're available. I do see a level of maturity. This is someone who takes care of themselves, self-healing it. You're just letting it go. It doesn't serve you. Yeah. But you've got this other person coming in who's confident and bold. They know what they want. They're going to reach out. But I feel that this is somebody where you're a mystery to this person. So there's a couple things happening. Let's have a look at the Three of Cups. Why is it here? This is often an opportunity. It has to do with someone laying the foundation. It has to do with committing. See, some of you have somebody who's non-committal, emotionally detached, probably still attached to someone else. But there's definitely an energy of insecurity. And that's where I feel like this situation isn't in your best interest, but I do feel like it's a change of interest. Interesting. And we have the Hermit. So I do see this Hermit energy. Someone just kind of soul searching, looking for clues and answers. Someone's trying to find something out. They're trying to figure it out. Yeah. Somebody with a little Hermit energy, a little Virgo. It's just an energy of someone who's spending a little time alone, contemplating, looking for clues. Someone's trying to figure out what you're up to. You're a mystery to someone here. The Empress is often very mysterious. See, you're just changing your focus. I feel like you're not talking to people or telling them. You're likely keeping things to yourself. I definitely see some Cancer energy here. Yeah, and there we have the Strength card. Someone taming the beast. Yeah, but it has to do with confidence. So I do think you have someone here who's trying to figure out what you're up to, who you're talking to, who you're focused on, because I feel like you're no longer focused on them. Yeah. And that's the person being left behind. It's not in your best interest. But this other person here, I feel, wants to reach out. And it has to do with whether the feelings are mutual. And it's a little test to see if you're interested. Because it is about making a commitment. Yeah, I definitely see the curiosity. But some of you here, there's a lack of clarity, a lack of communication. This is why I feel if you've got this energy of 2, someone's being left behind. There's just a lack of clarity, lack of talking. See the swords down, you're not talking. But you are changing your focus. There's something that this person may have said that you didn't like. Who knows? But yeah, maybe a little different for everyone. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, yeah. So there's definitely been some sadness, feeling sad. Not a lot of hope. But it could be the other person too, feeling that way. But it is all about this cups being spilt. See, feeling sad. Something just wasn't meant to be. And I feel like you're just going to let it go. Lack of clarity. And you know, when this is often when someone does this, or they toss breadcrumbs, hints, but it's you not reciprocating, I feel. Or someone didn't originally. Yeah. But this King of Wands is somebody who's confident and bold. So it's very possible they're detaching from something that wasn't in their best interest. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, always all isn't what it seems. It's confusing, right? Yeah, but there's a mystery here. Yeah, it has to do with somebody who has to do with someone making a move. Somebody here wants to make a move, but we have someone who's moving on from a situation. Somebody hasn't moved on from another situation. But this is somebody who knows what they want. And so there's definitely an interesting energy here. I do see a Leo energy. I feel like that's your own strength, taming that beast within yourself, your strength. See, being strong. You know when a situation isn't serving you. Yeah, I do see a little sadness, but not for long, because I do see getting out, socializing. I see here there's good news. Tell me more about the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's about 2 people coming together. See, it's just an energy of changing the focus. It's telling you to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. You already know the answers you're seeking. You got someone here who's hasn't detached from someone else. Yeah. And I do see somebody reaching out, though. I do see a little test. Yeah, see, it's 2 people going their separate ways. See, this is the path. Somebody here is still on that path, whoever this is. But you're the one going down a different path. I wouldn't be surprised you're the person doing a little soul searching, like about this path here and this choice. So there is an energy of 2. So there is someone who's confident, bold. See, they're coming in. They're confident. But a lot of this is your own confidence too. I feel like you know exactly what you need to do here. Yeah, see, you've got someone here, a possible Aries energy. Now, if you're the masculine, it could be an Aries you're dealing with. Could be Scorpio too. Or another Aries. I see Pisces, Cancer. So there's emotion, but it's somebody here keeping it all in, keeping it to themselves. But I do see this energy of privacy, a private conversation. Someone wants to talk to you. And that's where I like this person, because this is someone who has respect. See, the Empress has self-respect. You know your worth and value, and this person sees that too. See, you already know the answers you're seeking. This person wants to connect with you. They want to talk, but it's all about what's being left behind. Yeah, let's have a look at that. I think some of you are hard to figure out. Somebody here can't read you. Okay, so it's like if somebody trying to figure something out, they can't read you. Or you can't read this person, whatever it may be. I think it's them, yeah. So you can see someone being a little careful, a little cautious, but it's about 2 people talking. Yeah, playing it safe. Some of you definitely had some hurt, but I see you're open. I feel like you're now open. You're ready for something here. You've changed your focus. You've been just doing you, I feel, just doing your own thing. So I feel like you're overcoming this. Yeah. See, it's not clear. Someone doesn't communicate clear. You don't know. They don't know what they want. And that's why I feel this is happening. But it has to do with this person leaving. See, someone here is leaving something behind. They're ready to go down this path. And it could even be yourself in that energy. Yeah. Tell me about this Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Yeah, you can see sacrifice. See, what you have is someone here doesn't want to sacrifice. Some of you have sacrificed enough. You've been patient enough. You've waited. That's what I feel. And this is why I feel this movement. See, there's been no movement, but now, because someone here is still focused on the past. Somebody hasn't detached from someone else. Maybe it was yourself, and this is what you needed to go through. Because this is a person who's healed. Now, open and ready to receive. So I do think you're going to receive. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups. Why is it here? Yeah, I feel some of you have sacrificed enough. You've given enough. You've been generous, and now you're not. Yeah, some of you have been suffering in silence too. See, keeping it to yourself, not saying anything. Someone who keeps things to themselves. But sometimes it's just privacy. See, privacy, your private feelings, keeping it all in. You're being cautious and careful what you wish for. But yeah, I do think you're suffering in silence here, not saying anything to people. Nobody probably knows. Yeah. Oh, you've got someone. See, now you've got this person who's curious. Now we have someone here who's curious. It has to do with somebody making a move. Wow, yeah, someone here is curious. It has to do with this lack. I feel like you got a person who's leaving someone behind. They're ready to take a leap of faith. They're ready to go down a whole new path. They're going to offer up this pentacle. You're about to receive. See, you've been suffering in silence, not saying anything, but I feel like, and I think this person probably, it's either they already know the answers they're seeking, but I feel like it has to do with yourself. Queen of Cups is intuitive. It's like you know. Someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. But there's that third person. Yeah. Tell me more about this person, the curious person. Yeah, we have someone here who's curious. They're in their head, unable to make a decision. So I wonder if you got someone who was kind of stuck between two worlds, unable to move forward because they were trying to detach from something. It could be this person. But I really feel some of you know when someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. See, it's just not meant to be. But yet there's something faded here because now the Two of Cups. Something that is, a situation that is. And it is that King of Wands. Somebody who's confident and bold. Yeah. Look at that. There is a lot of spark and desire. See, there's a lot of desire, a passionate new beginning. It's a person who's confident. So I'm going to tell you, I don't think you're going to see this coming because I actually feel like it's yourself trying to detach. I wouldn't be surprised, yet it's a masculine energy. So just take it how it resonates. Because I do feel that energy of somebody here still focused on the situation, trying to detach, or somebody who acts like they're not interested, but they are. And often that's what happens. But sometimes this is someone who's just not emotionally available. And that's why I feel like you're not talking to this person. You're no longer giving because you don't like what they say or what they hear. And then you have this other person coming in, this choice. See, it's all about going down this path. You have a person who's going to reach out here. Yeah, but I don't think you're giving to this person. I don't. And I do feel like you're kind of changing your focus, and I do see you being emotionally ready and available. So this is just like the last leg. But there's the spark, the passion, a passionate new beginning, some kind of attraction. Someone's curious. And it's somebody here who I feel something they don't know that they now know. See, change in the focus. I feel some of you have dealt with someone who wasn't telling you the whole truth about something. Yeah. And it could be yourself where you just can't move forward. But you have this person. This is coming in. This person coming in. And I don't think you're going to see it coming. Yeah. You're just focused on other things here. Yeah. It has to do with someone putting in effort. See, somebody here wants to build. They put in effort. See, planting the seed. It's coming, but it's about effort. And I do feel like you have somebody here who didn't put a lot of effort in when they communicated. There was a lack of clarity. But you're about to receive. Wow, this is crazy. This is someone who definitely knows you're single. And I do think some of you have someone here who, I feel they were probably, and it could be someone who didn't tell you they weren't single, and that's what I feel like being left behind. But I wonder if it's this person detaching from someone. It almost feels like they're the person overcoming something, because I'm seeing this sadness. But it's all about a single person, someone who has everything they need. Yeah, you're going to receive that pentacle. You're going to look at that very carefully. Look at all the details. See, a little apprehension. There's uncertainty. I mean, to me it looks like two people, but it could be some of the path someone was on. Is he still detaching from someone else? And now this is somebody who's left this behind. They're ready to go down this path. It has to do with Hermit. But I wouldn't be surprised, any of you who have Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn in your chart. Like I say, there's that energy, but it's all about two people having a conversation, a private conversation. I see the energy of playing it safe, being cautious. Yeah, be a little careful what you wish for, but I do feel there's some hope here. I definitely feel like there's hope. Yeah, there's interest. See, some of you have a new love interest here, but some of you have lost interest in someone else, and this is what's happened. Yeah, I do see being patient. Some of you have sacrificed. You've been patient. Now you're no longer patient. You've changed your focus. Yeah, you got another person. You've got love coming in, a new love interest. Interesting. But it's somebody who wants to know everything you're up to, what you're interested in, what you're doing. See, the other person. And it has to do with connecting. See, there's an attraction, a spark here between two people. So you might not see this coming. It's almost like some of you, I mean, I do see single. Does look like someone's trying to find out if you're single. I wouldn't be surprised someone's talking to someone else. But this is where you lack the clarity from someone who breadcrumbs, doesn't reach out, where this other person, they already know what they want. So they're going for it. So you've got a new love interest here. Yeah, it's all about losing interest in someone else, but look at the desire. The spark is there. Tell me about that Ace of Wands. It's somebody who wants to get you alone. Somebody here wants to get you alone. They want to talk to you alone. A private conversation. This is someone who has respect. Okay, they see you as someone who has self-respect, but it's also someone who, they respect you. They want to talk to you alone. Yeah, you can see burdens lifted, the sun's starting to shine. That's a good sign. Yeah, it's all about clarity. To me, it looks like someone's letting go of some baggage. Some of you have definitely let go of baggage, but it has to do with this other person too. See, you've got someone here who's not reliable, and that's what I feel. Someone who doesn't follow through. You can't rely on them. Now you've changed your focus. Some of you are just very self-reliant. You're like relying on yourself, but this is where all this is being released. Now you have a new love interest. So there's going to be some clarity here. You're going to get some clarity, because I do feel that confusion, illusion, like you just know and you know when somebody here doesn't communicate clearly, you don't know what they want or how they feel, you know it's not in your best interest. This is why I feel the changing focus. But you've got a person coming in. So you've got someone coming in to take the lead. You're not taking the lead. Now, I wouldn't be surprised some of you took a risk and took the lead and someone didn't reciprocate, because they may needed to detach from someone else. But I feel like it's this path you're going down. It's all about moving forward, but it has to do with this person swooping in. See, I don't think you're going to see it coming, because I feel like some of you are just hanging out with friends or family, kind of sticking to yourself, keeping your feelings to yourself, kind of suffering in silence. But some of you have sacrificed enough, and I feel that you've sacrificed. And you're not willing to sacrifice for somebody in that way. So really interesting energy. And I feel like this person's coming in to take control. Some of you may have taken your power back from someone here too. But this King of Wands is moving forward here. Yeah. Tell me more about this King of Wands. See, I think it's this person coming apart from someone, or this person has become aware that you have. Yeah, there's this energy right there. So it has to do with getting acquainted. Someone's moving on from a situation. Yeah. I think you got a person here, you're just kind of, I think it's about avoiding a disaster. I think you're actually dodging a bullet, and I do think if you have changed your focus and lost interest, I feel like that was a wise move. But yeah, this other person, see, it's about moving forward. Things calming down. I do see somebody taking lessons they've learned, or just the things they've learned. But this is about getting acquainted. See, someone wants to talk to you. They want to have a private conversation. So I do see someone here kind of putting on the brakes. If you've been out and about and you have someone around you, this is a person who won't approach you till they know you're single, and that's what it is. Yeah, but they're going to reach out. It's a little test to see if you're interested. I definitely feel like you're no longer giving to someone else, or them, for that matter. Yeah, not doing that. But it's about generosity. Yeah, I think some of you got somebody who's been a little sneaky, bit of a player, someone who didn't tell you that they weren't single. But this other person is someone who will. Yeah, you can see it's someone who lives alone. I see a house, a home, a strong financial foundation. See, there's a reason to celebrate, some sort of offer, invitation. Tell me about the Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, see, there it is. I was waiting for that. I was like, I can already see that you're manifesting something, manifesting what you desire, but it's about communicating. See, this is a person here who's gathering up all the information. See, learning something. It's a person who's curious about you. And I feel you are losing interest in some, and it could be this person just coming in quickly because they think you're losing interest. Yeah, but it's all about someone detaching. And I do think it's yourself too, feeling confident, but this person's ready to take a leap of faith. They feel bold. They're ready to live in the moment. See, it's about getting acquainted, getting to know you. This person could be around you. I do see someone moving and relocating too. Some sort of relocation. But it's about manifesting what you desire. And I feel like some of you're mastering this. You're mastering all the queens here with this energy, but it has to do with this person. It has to do with communicating. Someone who's gathered up all the tools, the information. They're curious. They've been talking to people. So this is someone very much aware that you're single and available. So interesting. This is likely going to come in out of the blue, probably when you least expect it. But now that you know, you'll probably have it on your mind. But you've got a new love interest. Yeah, see, it's about being open to receive. Some of you, I feel you've taken your power back by someone who was breadcrumbing, not telling you the truth, being sneaky. That player energy. But like I say, all isn't always what it seems. This other person, I feel, is having a hard time figuring you out, reading you. So that's why I feel they're talking to people to make sure you are available. Interesting. Some of you are just taking your power back, basically. Whatever this person did to you, this Page of Pentacles person that's not detached from someone else, or they're emotionally unavailable. Whatever they did to you is happening to them, because you're taking back their power, and you have this person who's bold and confident coming in out of the blue. See, letting go of all this baggage. You got this person's just not reliable. Yeah. Yeah. Painful period in your life is just about over, but it very well could be this person. I wouldn't be surprised they're dealing with someone. They're trying to detach from, trying to move on. But I love the energy of being open to talk, to communicate. I see a lot of strength and confidence. I feel like you're probably with this energy, with the Empress being here. See, this is about being open to something new, letting someone know you're available, and then it's about receiving it. But I feel like something wasn't received. Was somebody moving and relocating? at that particular time, because I do see time here. Seven of Pentacles is patience. It's time. But it's about interest. See, a new interest. You've changed your focus. I think it's somebody trying to find out if you're interested in something. And they're going to reach out. But I do see this person coming in. Let's have a look at this. Some of you have been waiting for a situation to come to fruition, but I feel like it's too little too late for someone else because you have another person. It's finished. It's done. Now, if it is the other person trying to detach to come in, they're rising like the phoenix from the ashes, but I feel like that's yourself. Yeah, there's the cup. Someone coming in to offer you the cup. It's a King of Wands energy. It could be, I mean, it's just a person who's bold and confident. They know what they want. They have to make the move. But I feel, and if you are dealing with someone who is on their own path, you see, and it's not going anywhere, that's what I feel, something that's just not going anywhere. It's not in your best interest to keep wasting your time. So that's why it's too late. So it is another person. Yeah, someone who's confident here. I think it's yourself doing the soul searching about this person, this energy, and feeling very confident yourself. But it's taming the beast, staying in control of the emotions and not being ruled. But I'll tell you, this person, whatever it is they've learned in manifesting, you're manifesting each other here. And if you aren't aware, you're going to become very aware of this. Because that's what it's all about, the tools, the information. Yeah, look at, you're going to become very aware. So you've changed your focus, because I do think you're aware that either you're moving on from this person who's emotionally detached and you have this other person coming in. So I see Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, strong Gemini energy. Yeah, a lot of Gemini energy. It could be just in their chart. Pisces is strong in this reading too. So is Cancer. Yeah, but baggage is gone. Release. Some of you have no more baggage. I mean, and it could be just this person. I mean, I feel like this is the sun also shines here. Yeah, it's all about focusing on this cup, this opportunity coming in. And now we have the Wheel of Fortune, so good luck and timing. So you've got there's a real shift of energies here. But it's all about knowing your worth and value. Yeah, just some of you have been just focused on you doing your own thing. You have a lot of abundance. Now I wonder if you got someone who felt you were out of their league, who's now more confident. Tell me more about this King of Wands. I need to know more about this person. There's something about them here. Tell me about this King of Wands. Yeah, I see some Taurus energy, but it's about loyalty, faith, being on the same page. So this looks like someone who's detaching from a committed relationship, but it's someone who has faith in themselves. See, they've gathered all the information, the tools. So it's about being on the same page. But I do see some sort of structural changes, timing. This person. Yeah, and I do see this energy of temperance here. See, temperance. See, you're different than their usual type, but it's also this energy of temptation. To me, it's always just that murky, confusing. See, someone here can't figure you out. They can't read you, whether you're interested in them or not. But it is definitely someone who's like literally letting go of something. Tell me more about the temperance energy. Yeah, this is someone going, aha. See, it's a person who takes a little step back for a moment. And it's an energy of, I feel, someone who, I mean, you can see they're seeing the light, seeing the truth in the situation, win or lose. So this is a person win or lose. So it really is. I do think you have a person who's been tempted to reach out to you. That's the person that's being left behind. So yeah, crazy energy. Because for a minute there, I was like, oh no, it's this person. But it all depends on your situation. But this is someone gathering up all the tools, the information. See, it's about getting acquainted. Somebody wants to get to know you. But it's someone who knows something, acquaintances. And that's the aha moment, the truth. But you're different than their usual type. But it's an energy of this. And I do feel that bit of a temptation where someone's tempted to reach out and you're tempted, but I don't think you're going to do it because it lacks clarity. The person who breadcrumbs, too little too late, where the other person's far more generous. Win or lose. Well, I'm going to do one more on that. Yeah, so some of you are definitely cutting someone out, or it is someone in your social circle enlightening someone and telling them the truth. Now, I wonder if there's someone who's trying to figure out where you live. I got to be honest. Because I feel this is... Now, it could be you cutting someone out with the Empress. The Empress isn't a pushover. But I still, because of all these other people and someone talking to someone, they're being enlightened and going, aha. So it's about learning a truth. But it could be you. Yeah, it's all about that Queen of Swords as someone who sees the light and speaks truth. So I feel like there's this energy of confidence. I think some of you just have this person where you're just not on the same page. And I do feel, definitely can see some of you had someone who involved you in a third party. And I do see someone who has your best interest at heart as well. And it could be a friend or somebody telling this person whatever's happened. Yeah, I do see work and putting in effort. So it could be somebody who works with someone too. See people who work together. But I do feel this person's being enlightened. Yeah, see two people coming apart, going their separate ways. So there is two people who've gone their separate ways. So there you go. I think it's somebody trying to figure out where you live, what you're up to. They just want to know everything, but it's someone who lives alone. This is a very independent energy. Someone sees you this way. So there you go. Whatever this painful situation is, it's done. There's a whole new cycle. Good luck and timing. See, there's a shift in energy, but it's this person coming in. It's all about manifesting this, and it's about communicating. Someone who wants to talk to you alone. You got some good luck here. There's some kind of good luck. I think some of you are dodging a bullet with someone. The person who doesn't follow through or isn't reliable, the breadcrumber. But this other person's reaching out with temptation, right? Temperance. And they're looking to see if you're interested. Somebody wants to talk. They want to connect. So take care. I so wish you the best. Sorry this was long. It was confusing, and it's because of the moon. And it's because of these two people, like who's who. But definitely you've got a King of Wands coming in, and it does look like they have some Gemini in their chart. Now, it could have been someone who kind of got indecisive and they felt confused. Because often with this energy, when I see the Empress, it's somebody who's a mystery. Like you're a mystery to this person, or they can't read you. Someone who can't figure you out. But like some of you, I definitely, one thing I'll tell you, some of you have sacrificed enough, and that's why I feel that fixer-upper, no more fixer-uppers. You're not into fixing somebody, fixing them up or fixing up their home or any of that stuff. It's like you're just doing you. And I do see the fixer-upper home, because that's also my fixer-upper card, but I do feel some of you had somebody who was a bit of a player being sneaky. So very interesting. But you are so in your power here. And this person is coming in. And I'm going to tell you, whatever it is that happens here is going to lead you off on this path. And you can take it or leave it with this energy. It's sort of like, if everything goes in your favor and everything goes well, you may take it. You're open to talk, I feel. I think you're going to go for it, because I do think, but you're being cautious. You're only giving up so much information. You're only telling this person so much. And I do see that energy of privacy. So, and it's about what goes on between you stays between you. That's what it is. Because it's somebody who talks or gossips. See, what goes on between you stays between you. So there you go. Take care. Bye for now.